I'm back. I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but it was Labor Day and my husband was home and no, that wasn't happening. Plus, I spent 5 hours yesterday helping my husband put up a shed in our backyard. And I'm going to insert a picture of it here because this deserves some credit. Yeah, here's the picture. Yeah, 5 fucking hours, people. 5 hours! The manual was like 50 pages, and there was like 800 screws in that damn thing. Oh my God. Oh my holy God. I'm still recovering. Like, I'm still damn tired from doing that. So, no video happening yesterday. And I can't film as he's here. I gotta film when nobody's here. We know this. Okay. So, I might randomly laugh throughout this video as I remember something I just watched. When I do crappy household chores, which it seems like I'm always doing something, like I was just folding laundry before I shot this video, and I started watching Olivia B's Flosstube video, her most recent one, and every time she inserted a picture of something, she inserted Tracy P's picture. I couldn't stop laughing. Obviously, I still can't stop laughing about that. It happened like 4 different times, and I'm not even partway through the video yet, so that was pretty good. But I have some things to talk about. I have haul. I have a bunch of starts because I'm crazy. Yeah, I started like a new project every day last week, so bunch of stuff. So I'll get right into it. Okay. I'm going to do a shout out first because I have that on my list first. Stitching My Love. I will put the link in the description box down below. She friended me on Facebook and said she liked my videos, and I always go to try to watch everybody. So I went and watched hers. She has lots of great whips. She FFO'd Ink Circles 99 bottles, which looked awesome. And she had a huge haul. Her video was like an hour and 40 minutes, something like that. Yeah, and I watched that whole thing. So she had lots to talk about. So go check her out. She's pretty cool. Okay, haul. I'm just gonna go all over the place. Now, you know I bought my big Vera Bradley Miller bag for when I go to a retreat and I can put like my 3,000 whips in it, you know. But I wanted something where when I go to a stitch night at my LNS, the stitching post, every couple of months, like there's one coming up in November, I wanted a bag where I can just take one whip because you're only there like 4 hours. And I had a tote bag from Victoria's Secret, but I wanted a Vera Bradley bag because I love those bags. So, and I don't buy anything new. Like I'll buy it used. So I found this one on eBay. I think I got it for like 10 bucks. Yeah, and it fits an 11 by 11 Q-snap perfectly. Inside, yeah, love that. Forgot to pull my little chair out for putting the shit on. Okay. Now, I also got another bag from So Much to Love because I'm in love with her bags. I requested a custom order of the Princess Sketches fabric, and here it is. Oh my God. Don't you love it? Love it. Now, because Karen is so awesome, and she said she had watched one of my videos where I showed my bags, she sent me the little sidekick as a gift. Couldn't you just die? Oh, I was so happy. So happy with those bags. I have so many now, and I love them. I signed up for her bag of the month. So come October, I'll be getting a Halloween bag. Very excited about that. I did get some fabric. I'm getting all kinds of fabric all the time. I got this piece from Chromatic Alchemy, not Academy, Alchemy. This is the candy cane fabric. And this is, I think, it's either Lugana or Murano. I think those are the same fabrics. Yeah, I know that may be out there for some of you. I really like it. I was going to stitch that silhouette woman on it. I don't even know if I want to stitch that pattern anymore. So this is just going to, let me pull it a little bit closer. This is just going to go in my little cart for now. I got 2 pieces of fabric from Fantasy Dyed Fabrics. Love her stuff. I'll put a link down. I'm going to put a link to everything. I'll put a link down there from, she's on Facebook. And when she lists fabric, if you're the first one to buy it, that's what you get. So I got this piece. Really like that. Look at that blue. Yeah, no plans to stitch anything on it. Just whatever strikes my fancy. Here's another one. And she doesn't name them, so I thought that was cool too. Pinkies, greens. It's actually orange. It's funny that it's showing up green in the picture. There's no green in it. A little green. It's like orange. That's weird. Lighting this. It's a little it's actually sunny outside, but I'm shooting at a later time. Okay, I got some fabric from Stephanie. This is 32 count Joblin in Haunting. It's like a purpley gray. Good for a Halloween piece. This is also 32 count Joblin in Peppermint Sparkle. Red. I had planned to stitch an Alessandra Adelaide pattern on this, one that's all white from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. It's like a smaller ornament. Yeah, don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I don't know. I'll stitch something on it. And then I got, just because I love Game of Thrones, I had to get this. She has a fabric named Cersei. I had to get that. 32 count Joblin, and it's just this really pretty blue. So don't know what I'm going to stitch on that either, but something will go on there. And of course I have needle minders. Of course. Because I can't stop. I can't stop, people. So, let me pull them forward. I'm reaching. Yes. Okay. Delicious Threads. I got some. Love her. Love Jennifer. So, Zombie, Cinderella, Belle, Snow White, and then, don't you just love these guys? I love the circle ones. Captain America. Spider-Man. Yeah. Got those. And I also won her free Needle Minder of the Month drawing for August. Hell yeah. So I have that one coming, and then I ordered 2 other ones. So I got 3 coming from her. I also got the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery National Park Needle Minder. This is a little cutie one. I like these wood ones. I like them all. Yeah, that's cute. And then I got my Needle Minder of the Month from Down Sunshine Lane, which is this bookworm, clay bookworm. That's me if I was a worm. Reading a book, big ass classes. Yeah. Now, look at that chocolate chip cookie. Couldn't you just die? Now, when I got this, there was like a black mark right here. And it didn't look like it should be there. Like, it looked like the artist, when she was drawing the eyelashes on, like she slipped or something. So I emailed Amy, and in the meantime, before she wrote me back, I took a makeup wipe and I was able to get that off, because you see there's no mark on it anymore, which I thought was awesome. I was so happy about that, because I was like, dang it, there should be no black mark there. Nah. So that's really cute. So I'm gonna have to find something project to put on that one. And then I got some from Cassie. I'd never gotten any from Cassie before. This is the first time. I got Pumpkin Girl costume. Hello Kitty, Abby. This is a lot bigger than I thought. I think I'm going to put these 2 on a whip that I'm going to be, on a new start that I'm going to have this coming weekend, which I will tell you about. Cute. And then I also got this enamel candy corn. He's a cutie. Yeah. So more to add to my cart. I'm still on the first cart, people, because I put 2 needle minders on every whip that I do, and I got a lot of starts here I'm about to show you, so. Okay. These are in no particular order. I worked on 1 every day this week, and some days I worked on 2, I think one of the days. So, first one, and I guess I'm not prepared today, really. Okay, is Lizzie Kate, A Little Bee. And this is what it's going to look like stitched. And I am stitching it on, if I look at I'm stitching it on 32 count Joblin Sunset Fabric by Hand Dye Fabrics by Stephanie. Here's my little start. I worked on this one last night. I stitched the 2 E's and started the B. And then this is just a flower needle minder I got from down Sunshine Lane. But isn't that fabric gorgeous? I'm waiting for an 8x8 Q-snap to come in the mail because I like to work with Q-snaps better than hoops. But that's all I had, so I don't stitch in hand. So I started that with all the required. Actually, I picked the DMC. I'm not, for something that small, I'm not going to buy hand dyed fabric. I mean, hand dyed Weeks Dye Works. Now, my next one, and I have all the patterns stuck on here. See, for every project that I work on, I usually use 2 needle minders, one for the pattern, one for the key, and I put them right on the fabric. So the next one I worked on is Bent Creek's Red, and I know I had talked about this one before. Looks like this. Mine's not going to look like that though, because I changed every single color in this project to a hand dye. Now they used hand dyes also, but some of those look blue. No, I changed them to just all different ones. I went to my LNS on last Thursday, the stitching post. I wish I would have went damn Sunday because apparently Letitia was there and she said she saw Stitcher Moose, but she was afraid to go talk to him or something. I should have went because they're open on the first Sunday every month. I almost went, but I was just there Thursday. Okay. This is on 32 count Joblin Hand Dye Fabrics by Stephanie Kaleidoscope. And I just did a little bit of the alphabet. And I use my Red Riding Hood needle minder from Down Sunshine Lane. And this is Toxic. I think I got that from Nessa's Needle Minders. I can't remember. I've got so many, I can't remember. And you know what's funny? I don't even know why I have that key up there because that's not even the floss I'm using. So yeah, that's not even the ones I'm using. Okay. Next one I worked on was Satsuma Street's Wizard of Oz Cityscape in Cross Stitch Crazy May 2016 magazine. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of what it's supposed to look like. This is part. Yes, I cut my magazines up. You can, yeah, that's what I do. That's almost all of it. I cut them up. I know people are gasping. Yeah, F you. No, I'm so... Oh my God. Okay. Well, let me take the pattern off. So I'm not showing you that. Okay. I'm stitching this on 32 count Joblin by Stephanie Jello Shots. And that's my little tiny start. And I'm using my Cinderella Pumpkin Spice and my Stepmother's Brew. And I think I also got those from Nessa. I'm telling you, I cannot remember the bottle cap ones. But I think it's going to look really cool on that fabric. Just a small start. Like I said, I worked on it one day. And in the evening yet. Okay. The next one I worked on is Thread Wishes, who is a personal in Stitch Mania, and she designs patterns. And I just found her, so... Thread Wishes, the Pumpkin Carriage Sampler. And here's what it will look like finished, if I can pull it out. Yeah, isn't that cool? Really like that. And I wanted something like similar to that fabric. She used an opalescent, but I don't have any opalescent fabric. So I am stitching it on, if I can find it in my notes, 32 count Joblin Iris by Hand Dye Fabrics by Stephanie. I thought that would look really pretty. And I start in the middle most of the time. So just got a little bit done. 2 more flowers that I got from Down Sunshine Lane. I've had those forever. Yep. Okay. Then my next one was Satsuma Street. Loving that designer. I didn't know about them before I started watching Flosstube and all you people. You've seen this one before, Halloween cat. A lot of people are stitching this one. I really like this one. I love Halloween stuff. So here's what it's gonna look like. Love that. I love those trees. Love the bright colors. And I'm stitching mine on 32 count Joblin by Stephanie and Daybreak. And there's my little start. Now I just picked 2 random needle minders. I actually have some Halloween ones I can now put on here. I like to kind of match them. WTF, yeah. And Harry Potter. Love that one. Even though, like I said, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I really like that needle minder. One more project I started this week. And this is my favorite one, I think. And I'm going to be working on this one today when I'm done shooting this video and uploading it and all that. It is the Clouds Factory Hocus Pocus Cat Spell, which when finished will look like this. Coffee Stitcher is stitching this one and his fabric is awesome. And I am stitching this on Sparklies. I'm looking at my notes. What the F is it? Okay, 32 count Lugana, Sparklies limited edition, so there's no name. Look at that fabric. And that's what I got done. So I'm going to work more on this today, and I just put 2 my Alice in Wonderland needle minders on there. We're all mad here and off with her head. Yeah, really like that. I think it's going to look so cool because Kelly had mentioned in one of her videos how she chose fabric for a piece by the color that is not included. Like there's no blue in this pattern. So I thought I don't like plain fabrics. I don't like plain browns I like color. So I think this is going to look really good. Like I said, I'm going to work more on that today. Now, my LNS The Stitching Post is having a Founders Day sale this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They've been in business 35 years. So I'm hoping to meet Jill a Stitch in Time there on Saturday, but she may have to go Thursday or Friday. I won't be able to because of work. But I'm going to get stuff for 2 more starts. First one is going to be Plum Street Sampler's Halloween Horn Book. I've always loved her patterns and I've never stitched one. So here's a picture of what that should look like. Yeah, that calls for all silks. Nah, not gonna do that. So if there's no conversion chart, I'm gonna be picking my own colors because I'm not spending money on, I'm not spending like $65 on silks for that, no. But I am gonna stitch it on 32 count Joblin, hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie's Rhiannon. And I already got the fabric all ready, got my middle marked, I'm ready to go. So gonna be doing that. And then my last new start, because I'm going to get some of these done, at least my last new start until October, probably, is Clouds Factory Game of Thrones house banners. I love Game of Thrones, like just recently started loving it. Like last year, I would say. It was like I had not watched it, heard so much about it and was like, okay. Watched 1 episode at Jill's house and was hooked. Came home, was binging, watched all 5 seasons and then caught up. But yeah, here's what it's going to look like stitched. God, is that going to look cool or what? Now, they have French knots in there. I don't do French knots. I do beads. So got to get a couple colors of beads to do that. But I'm going to be stitching that on. You saw they kind of use like a blue fabric it looked like. I'm going to be stitching that on 32 count Joblin by Stephanie Frozen Fractals, which is this. And I have a Game of Thrones needle minder all ready to go. So, yeah, I'm going to be busy, people. Got like 8 whips, 8 projects. Now, if any of you pay attention to Country Cottage Needleworks page on Facebook, she is introducing a new series starting in October called Snow Place Like Home. And I'm going to insert a picture of what she has on her website of all 5 parts here. Isn't that cute? I have loved her projects, and I've finished some of hers. I've never finished a series. I've always wanted to do the series. And that's only 5 parts, so that's totally doable. So I'm already on the auto for that at Down Sunshine Lane. And I already ordered a piece of fabric from Stephanie. I think I ordered April Showers. And I'm going to put a picture of that April Showers fabric here. I thought that would look really cute. I ordered a 32 count Joblin, which is my favorite fabric. And so that's going to be, come October, probably a new start. I will fit in there. I'm hoping I'm going to have one of these done in a month. Like the Lizzie Kate one, because that one's small. But who knows? I'm not stressing anymore about this, people. I'm just going to start what I want to start, stitch what I want to stitch, finish what gets finished. Seriously, it's supposed to be fun, like many people have mentioned in their videos. All this stressing and crap, it's not worth it. It's supposed to be fun hobby. So, I've ordered some Q-snap, like the grime guards. I've ordered a couple of those from Etsy. So they're coming, because I really find that the edges are slippery if you're just trying to hold the Q-snap. Now, if my stand ever gets here, yeah, you notice I didn't mention that yet. Yesterday was 2 weeks for that. I've not gotten it yet. I'm kind of past the point of being really angry like I was in my last video because I got the bar. Yeah, you saw that. I just really want it. So I emailed so-and-so Sunday night, I think, because I couldn't remember if they celebrated Labor Day in the UK, and I don't think they do because she wrote me back. She wrote me back really early Monday morning and said she is going to email Parcel Force, who was the shipping company, because the tracking still just says acceptance. That doesn't make any sense. Something is really wrong. And she said she was going to ask them if it's held up in customs, because if it's not, she said they're going to mail me out another stand. So I'm still waiting to hear back to see what's going on with that. It's a little upsetting. I just really want the stand, because after all day of working on the computer, even holding an 11 by 11 Q-snap for any length of time, my arms start to hurt. So that was the whole purpose of the stand. Plus, if I wanted to use scroll frames, because I have a bunch of those. So, but I think that's it. That's all I have to talk about. 22 minutes, not bad. So I'm just going to go. I hope you have all... Oh, you know what? I do have a couple books, if you guys want to hear about that. I recently read Leanne Moriarty's Truly Madly Guilty, and I'll put a picture of the cover here. And if you've never read any of her books, they're awesome. My 2 favorites, besides the Truly Madly Guilty, my 2 favorites of hers were My Husband's Secret, or The Husband's Secret. I think it's called The Husband's Secret. I'll put a picture of that cover here. And then also Big Little Lies. And I'll put a picture of that here. Those are awesome. I'll put links down below to those. See, I don't physically buy books. I just read everything on my Kindle. So that's why I just put a picture of them there. And then I recently read another book just a couple days ago called The Couple Next Door. And I can't remember what the author, it was a little odd. It was good though. It was good enough to get to the end. And I actually listened to a large chunk of it in the car because I went to visit Jill, A Stitch in Time, on Saturday to see her and her new baby, Miles. He's the cutest. Doesn't make me want to have a baby, but he's cute. I like to visit. And I held him, and yeah, he's cute. And it was good to see her, and I was there for a couple hours and had lunch with her and her husband and her daughter. And yeah, it was a good time. I like going over there. So, oh yeah, books. God, I got totally my mind. So I finished that book, The Couple Next Door. And I also read another one called Pretty Baby by Mary Kubica. I don't know how you say her last name. I've read another one of her books. I'll put a picture of that here too. That was pretty good. I like really suspense, thriller, mystery ones that leave me guessing. So those were okay. Um, but yeah, I have to find a new book to read, so I have a couple samples on my Kindle, and so because I read at night. Like how it goes is my husband during the week, like Sunday through Thursday, normally, he will go to bed at 8 o'clock. I will go in my office and I'll stitch for like 2 hours or fool with my stuff or organize or whatever for 2 hours, watch Flosstube, and then I'll go downstairs because we sleep in separate rooms. Yeah, I don't think I told you that. Yeah, we've slept in separate rooms for like 4 years now. It works. He was snoring horribly and I was getting no sleep. I mean, like zero. And you want to talk about evil? Evil, man, with no sleep. So we have a spare room downstairs and we talked about it and it works. Uh, we've done that for like 4 years. So I have my own room. It's awesome. So I will stitch until for like 2 hours until like 10 o'clock. And then I'll go downstairs and I'll read for a little bit before I go to bed. So that's usually when I get most of my reading done. So yeah. Okay, I think that's really it now. I want to talk about the books. So I hope you guys all have a great stitchy week. Stashing, all that good stuff. And I'll be watching you on your Flosstube videos. And I'll talk to you soon.